Shalom. For every spiritual problem, there is a prophet meant for it. Until that prophet is located, you will never find solution. So, connect with your prophet today and unlock the purpose of your life.
Shalom.
Okorobịa dị mma, Master Prophet, the awakened one, ihe kwuru na-eme. Okorobịa dị mma, onye amụma Yahuwah, the great ya, ihe kwuru na-eme. Okorobịa dị mma, Biafra spiritual leader, the awakened one, ihe kwuru na-eme. Okorobịa dị mma, onye amụma Yahuwah, the great ya, ihe kwuru na-eme. Okorobịa dị mma, Master Prophet, aka na-agwọ ọrịa, ihe kwuru na-eme. Okorobịa dị mma, onye amụma Yahuwah, the great ya, anyị sokwa gị n'azụ. Okorobịa dị mma, Master Prophet, onye amụma Biafra, anyị sokwa gị n'azụ. Okorobịa dị mma, onye amụma Yahuwah, the great ya, ihe kwuru na-eme. Onye amụma Yahuwah, the great ya, the difference is clear.
Shalom. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace, peace. Udo, udo, udo. Udo, udo, udo. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace, peace. This is the Master Prophet, Young Joshua Yowens. The sovereign Yahuwah does nothing. He revealed his secrets to his servant, the prophet. The scripture declares, if there be a prophet in the land, I will reveal and manifest myself to him in dream and in vision. I came back from work, and each time I come back, I always, for the past few days, I've been coming in so late, and I have had something that is so heavy in my heart that I want to declare. And each time I open my eyes, even during the day, and I don't want to say it on a audio, I said, by the grace of the Most High, if I'm back early today, that I'm going to register that. I'm going to speak that. And I thank the Most High that I came in early today. First of all, I'm going to move away from all these political things. And mainly, being in the spiritual side of things, really focusing on moving on, because there are other things bigger and greater than what the Most High really want me to do here on the planet Earth. Instead of just bungling, what we call a kind of ditches ministry. I don't want to be in a ditch. I want to be able to be here and be there at the same time. Being here, doing this and doing that at the same time, instead of putting my egg in one putting my egg in one basket. I don't want to do that. So I am going to be moving on. There are greater things why the Most High brings me here to the planet Earth. And I will be making strong statements as time goes on. Because I think I'm coming to a time which I have to begin to unveil the purpose that I'm here. If I don't say those things, I don't really have confidence in some people that they will say it for me. And I don't think that is anybody that can say something better than as I will say it. So it's better I say it myself. I have things are happening. And before I say, every day, at least I have more than 20, 30 WhatsApp messages. People are saying, Prophet, pray for me. Prophet, pray for me. Prophet, prophesy to me. Prophet, prophesy to me. Prophet, this thing. No. You have to go to your pastor and say, Pastor, pray for you. Don't call me anymore and say, pray for you. There are something that are an understanding that are a stage, that is a level that I have come in at this particular time that is so powerful. And I have to stop chasing rats. I have to stop chasing all this little thing and move on to that big, greater things. And there is also a level which I have come into that is greater than. Number one, when you come to a prophet, don't come to prophets with empty hand and say, Prophet, pray for me. If you come to me and say, Prophet, pray for me, you have already shut the door. In my state of mind, you have pressed the wrong button. No matter whatever you say, let me explain it. When you go to the bank and you put your PIN number, I'm making a teaching. Maybe this will be like a teaching. But I want to say something, but I want to come about it in a different way so that people, I know not everybody will understand the kind of my saying. Only people that has been awakened will understand my saying. When you go to the bank and you put a card and you put your PIN number, I think it's always 4 numbers. If you put the wrong number, you will not get your money. Even though you have a lot of money in the bank, but because you pressed the wrong button, you will not have your money. When you come to a prophet, I'm talking about me. I don't know how other people operate. I'm talking now about me because things that I have experienced about me. Because I've been getting a lot of messages from people. And when I looked at them, the first thing that they wrote has already shut me down. But after I'm in a different level or a different state, I said, I felt so pity for them. But because that they have pressed the wrong button, there is nothing I can do. When you go to a prophet, or when you come to me, of course, I am the master prophet. As long as Biafra is concerned, there is no other prophet than me. When you come to me, do not come and say, prophet, pray for me. Rather, say, prophet, I'm sending you an offering. Or let's say I'm sending you a bag of banana. Or I'm sending you a bag of oranges. Or I'm sending you a bottle of granite. Or I'm bringing you one goat or one chicken. I'm just using small little thing. Or I'm bringing you a basket of odara. Or I'm bringing you a basket of mango. It's not how much or how many. It is the. There is a story that is said, I think, I don't know where they tell that story. They said a woman gave a little that she has, but the rich woman brought little. She has a lot, but she brought little. But the poor woman brought out of that little that she has, and she gave from her heart, from her mind. A gift is something that automatically opens up the prophetic. And no matter situation that you are in, that gift has already opened the door. The gift unlocks the door of the supernatural. Open it like this. I don't want to quote a lot of things written in the Bible. I want to say things my own way because I don't operate on the standard of the Bible. You know me. So if you don't like what you're hearing, you better go and listen to other things or all that is going on or about NSAS or whatever. But I know you are here because you want to listen to what I'm saying. When you come to me, I have to make this because I have like hundreds of people that said, please pray for me, please pray for me, please pray for me, please pray for me. Because there has been a word that I have sent out in the I have sent to the universe already that has locked that place of people just coming, trying to take advantage of me. So when you come, you bring, prophet, I brought you a bottle of peanuts or groundnuts peeled, or maybe I fried it myself. And you brought it. I said, if I want to say thank God, I say, thank you very much. You must not tell me what you want. Just go and tell the Most High or the Supreme or the universe or the Godhead. I am God. I am not the Godhead. So go home and tell the Godhead, said, I met this man. He said he's a prophet. I have faith in him and have given him, according to the principle, I've given him something. The Most High or God or whatever you call it, or you said the universe, or you said the Supreme, or the people say Chukwu Abiyama, whatever, according to your understanding, according to the level of your consciousness, how you have been awakened, and you go back and said, I have given. Now I want you to give me back. I tell you something. It's 95% of the time you will collect. You will collect. There is another level, state that I am in now. Although I don't have so much time to spend time to meditate the way I used to do, because I have to hurry up and go to work and this. I spent almost 10 hours on the way, or 12 hours every day, things that has to do with work. And when I'm back home, I'm already exhausted and tired, and maybe I am operating with an old energy. Maybe I'm operating under an old energy. It's still there. Maybe more are not coming in because I don't have so much time to build or to create my energy. There is something that has been happening lately. A lady, I think in Munich, called me, I think about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and said, Master Prophet, I have so problem. I don't want to mention it. And I said, okay. I said, okay, I will look into it. The next day, I show up into her house and I told her what to do. Now, what happened was that my higher self went out and go and take care of that thing. My higher self. And the woman said she was in her dream and she saw me in the house, telling her exactly which office to call. And exactly. She said she did it the next morning and today, and the next day, she got that thing that she was asking me about. And this was about 1.5 weeks ago. A woman from Netherlands, maybe she will watch this broadcast. She said, after she called me and she said, Master Prophet, and she said this, and she, she's not even a black person. She's not even a Nigerian. She's a foreign woman. And we thought, she said, please, do you have an account number? I said, yes. She said, I want to put you some offering. I said, wow, thank you. And I gave her, before 20 minutes, I got an alert. I said, She said, in her dream, I came to her home and I touched her and I blessed her. And I said, I'm healing you, I'm healing you, I'm healing you. And she called me this morning. You are mighty prophet, you are mighty prophet. And she said that she read what people are saying about me. She said, don't mind them, don't mind them. I've experienced it, I've experienced it. I still have her WhatsApp message. She said, you're a mighty prophet, she said, you are a great prophet of God. She used that word. That was another woman in Ireland. I sent her medicine. And then in the night, she said she saw my grandmother. My grandmother was a healer. And also she has abilities, prophetic abilities. She said she saw my grandmother telling her, coming to help, to heal her. And she said, who are you? She said she is the grandmother of Master Prophet. Do you understand? So as I'm here, my higher self are moving out, blessing people. A lot of some Christians, they said that they saw somebody like Jesus. everybody understands that the white man never walked on this planet Earth. Okay, this is my own private observation and things according to things I've read. But those who believe in Jesus, I respect you. Okay? Okay. So this I'm saying is my opinion according to what I've read, what I've seen. People say that they saw white man Jesus coming to bless them. That it's just the image they have on their head. Somebody that was not born with that kind of image of that white man was not here 2,000 years ago. But people say they see it because they just had it. How much more somebody that is still alive, living? So a lot of things are happening. Not everybody will really understand what I'm trying to say, but I know why I'm putting this thing to the universe, because it's for a confirmation of a certain abilities, gifts, because I have spoken them. You know, the Bible always, some books we read always say that we are in the image of, the universe or supreme or God, because that thing is in us. So when you come, that was in a level that you will come. Even when people see you, they see that. So it is awesome, and I'm in that state. I was coming from work the other day, 2 days ago. I met a man, and he came with a flute, and he was blowing the flute, and I felt energy when he passed. I felt his energy, and he looked at me, and he passed. He came back again, blowing flute. I was feeling like just trying to enter into the prophetic. I asked him, that thing you are blowing, are you spiritual? He looked at me. He laughed as he said, yes. He said, you are spiritual as well. I laughed. After I bought him a coffee on a train, and I bought him a snacks, and he was looking at me, and I asked him, where are you going? He was telling me he came from this mountain. He'll be heading to that mountain and this and that. As I was leaving, he said to me, I am your guiding angel. I turned around. He said, I am your guiding angel. I came back, and I went, as I was leaving, I went to the door of the train. I knocked, bam, bam, bam. I said, bye. So things are happening, and I have to, just move out of all this whole thing and move into that supernatural. Follow the rhythm, the calling. Follow the flutes that I'm hearing, the flute of spirituality, instead of, spending all my time with all this politics that doesn't bring nowhere. So when you come to the prophets, more especially me, don't come asking for prayers. It doesn't bring anything. Even if it's a bag of orange. Well, I'm not in Nigeria that you bring me the orange, but I'm just using small little thing to tell you, this is not about the money. You have to understand, it's not the money. If I look at the money, I will continue having a church, clapping. I'm going to have millions of people. I will have millions of people, because by the grace of the Most High, of the Supreme, I have the ability to dream. I have the ability to see vision. I can prophesy. Things that I said do come to pass. It's not by joke. I can say something right now. Pam. The Most High, the Supreme, will bring that thing that I say and bring it to somebody to accomplish it. So my job is to be a vessel that I bring things here into the prophetic, into the universe. But I wish that I am in a place which I don't need to worry about how am I going to pay for the mortgage, or how am I going to pay for the house, or how am I going to pay for this thing, or how am I going to pay for that, or how am I going to take care of my children, or how am I going to be able to buy most expensive perfume for my wife, the Divine Mother, or how am I going to buy her? I just focus my time with, soaking myself into the supernatural, soaking myself more time, spending time in meditation, instead of, wasting my time with all this politics, all this thing that at the end of the day, I'm just losing energy, channeling my energy on all this rubbish that is going on around, or maybe spending my time on, trying to go out and make money and bring money home. I think that would have just I think if I do that, that would catapult me in a highest place, in a highest level than the Buddha, because I am feeling that I have a supernatural gift, supernatural, genuinely. So if I spend more time, I want to use the word practice made perfect. I'm not saying that I have not practiced, but I said the more I spend more time, the more I spend more time relaxing, putting, building, creating energy that I will be able, so fast. The way I feel something that is happening, that it looks like I watch, that is a movie that I watched one day. I don't like watching things that are creepy stuff. I don't watch them. Things that are something that, like, I will explain it to you. Imagine a movie. In a movie you're watching, a human being, like something like maggot, try to eat the person up, to swallow the person, something like that. You understand me? Or yeah, something like so creepy, trying to swallow something. This is the way that I feel that the universe or the energy wants to, involve, like it wants to swallow me, not swallowing me, killing me, but it kind of, bringing me, dipping me inside so deeply. So if I focus, if I have more time, if I wish we were in an environment where we don't have to, care for all this, beautiful thing, that we're in a place which, even if there is mango around, there is trees around, there is oranges around, you can just go around, little thing. We are living in the Western world, which every little thing, money at the end of the month. I think if I am in the other state, it could have been so much powerful to be able to soak, involve into the presence of the Most High, being here and now, soak into the supernatural power, and seeing myself walking here in the planet Earth like God, literally. You might not understand it. No problem, I don't care. But I'm saying something. Maybe one or two people understand what I'm trying to say. It's not a robbery that I use that word, because it's even written in some books. So, for your advice, stop writing me, telling me one prayer. Even a bag of orange, the prayer has already been accomplished. And then go back to God, whatever you appreciate, go back to that thing and said, I have given to the prophets, and now I come to collect. Go to God, go to the Most High, go to the universe, go to Yahweh, go to Yahuwah, go to the Elohim and said, I have given to the prophets. Now, give me so. Just ask that. Just ask that. That will come like abundance of rain. But when you just come, pray for me, pray for me, pray for me, pray for me, you have already pressed the wrong button. And most of the time, whatever you ask might not come because you have not used the right key. The right key is simple: give, it shall be given unto you. There are some soil which you put some plants, like there is a plant that I have here in front of me. The beautiful plant is awesome. Hibiscus. This thing has a lot of medicinal properties. And this is most of the plants I keep in my house. Has some energy. Because I put it in a powerful soil. The thing is going awesome. It is so powerful. And when you give to a prophet, that is already it means what you have done is that you have pressed the right key, password, and that account is going to open and you will collect money. I'm being careful. I wanted to say something, but I'm not saying it fully the way I want to say it. But I know it doesn't matter whatever I say. There are some few people that will not understand it. But maybe in the near future, years to come, people will look this and said, what was he saying? I heard it clearly 2 days ago from my higher self saying, you don't ask, and that's why you don't receive. And they don't give, and that's why they don't collect. And I begin to say, but I am okay, I am satisfied. I can provide for myself. I can achieve that. I can, take care of this. I can take care of that. But I begin to understand it's not about that. It's about the people. There are somebody out there that need what you have. So give them the opportunity to use what they have and get what you have in excess. That is all awesome. There is a story in the Bible about, I think, Elijah. They said that the water was polluted, and they call him the prophet. They didn't call him the doctor. And the prophet said, bring me a salt and put it inside the water. And they turned the water, and the water, everything was purified. There is a level of energy. I'm using different words. I don't want to be using all those Christian pastors' words because I am creating my different terminologies. I don't want to be using all those, you know what I mean? There are a level of place you will be and the level of energy or blessing. Sometimes they use anointing or the glory of God or the glory of the universe that is upon you. When somebody say to you, "Good morning, sir," that person is already blessed. When somebody opened my mouth and said, "God punish you," that person is already will be punished. And I have seen a couple of times, even some few weeks ago, just opening my mouth, declaring something concerning a certain person. Maybe I said, "I've handed you over to the devil." The devil begin to eat that person's up, even in our present. There is power in the mouth of the prophet. That is power, that is energy. The power that comes out of the mouth is like the power, it's like a key to every stronghold. And as I heard that word, the Most High said, "You have not asked, and that's why you don't receive." But I said, I am satisfied. I am happy. My family, they are good. My kids, they are fine. I can pay my everything. We can make it. But it's not about that. It's about you that don't have that little ability that I have, gift that I have from the Most High. But you have something that can help you to unlock that gift that was given to me by the Most High. Do you understand? So stop calling me for prayers. I don't pray. Bring a bag of orange. Bring a bag of mango. Bring a bag of udara. Bring a gift. Give to the prophet. And go back and say, and call whatever energy that is around you, you know, and said, "I have given." And you will see that I'm going to say that. I will continue saying it. I have learned not to allow, if I am focusing on our people, the Igbos, nobody will know about me. Because I have learned our people that they are wicked and deceitful. And I begin to see how to step over them and do that which the Most High called me here to do. By just opening my mouth, saying, for example, "Donald Trump, you would be the president of the United States." Just saying it. The Most High in 2011, 7th of May 2011. And you can find the video, you can find the original video I don't make things up. By only opening mouth to say it, today Donald Trump is still sitting at the White House. There is power in the mouth of the prophet. And when the prophet speaks a thing, by that time, the energy or the universe, everything that is holding that particular thing will give way. Some few weeks ago, that was one of our brother that has been terrorizing people, terrorizing everybody, fomenting problems everywhere. The day I opened my mouth and said, "You are done," his whole life is now a shamble. There is power in the mouth of the prophet. There is power. And it's for a purpose. Not everybody will understand it. There are people that would like to think that they can shut me down or shut me up or make me to conform to their own standard or their ideology. No. The master prophet is beyond all those things. It's beyond those things. But I am not regretting for shutting down the church years ago, because I know that there is a purpose that the Most High wants me to go through this level and not that fast level. Because if I'm going to that fast level of running a church, things that I know today, I wouldn't have known them. I would have conformed, follow the whole mentality, still follow what the Bible said and what they say, instead of experiencing the maker of all things by myself. Not just because of somebody wrote it. One thief, European, wrote something, and then I follow it. I don't conform in that level. And I thank the Most High for me to, even though in this present time there are a lot of difficulties, but I tried my best to be independent and to walk on my path and to stand walking on my path. It's not a light thing. It's not a light thing. So I will end up, because I have to go to bed. Tomorrow is another day. Thank you for joining me this evening. Do not call to ask for prayers. You can go and call your pastors for prayers. I don't make prayers. The life of the prophet is supposed to be a blessing. And when you I don't know, I want to be careful, but there is something that I will love to convey it to some of you, but I am kind of trying to smoothen, make it look nice. But when I look to the churches, to all these pastors, they come out on the pulpit and they say, if you don't bring offering, God will punish you. If you don't bring tithe, God will kill you. And they say it boldly, even though most of them are thieves. Now you understand what I'm trying to say. There is a certain energy, blessing that is upon me as a prophet. And there is power that is upon me as a prophet. The way to unlock it is not by coming asking for prayer. The way to unlock it is by coming, through the window and even only making the prophet to be happy. Not only one smile. Hey, thank you. Already, thank you. Blessing doors, unimaginable favor. Thousands of enemies that is on your side, they will fall because there is power in this mouth. There is power in the mouth of the prophet. There is power in the mouth of the prophet. There is somebody years ago, thousands of years ago, put a spell on our people just by saying something. Maybe our people killed a certain king, or maybe our people, did something to a certain king, or humiliated his family, or whatever, or put them to flight, to exile, and that king opened his mouth on her mouth and cursed our people. That curse is still today on our people and has not been revoked. The Most High was telling me about it. I said, what? Is that why our people are like this? Is that why our people have no respect? Is that why our people have no king? Not because they have no kings, but they have no regard and respect for even a prophet. Because of only a word of a certain man. I will try one day to be in the prophetic to understand what transpired so that I know how to help our people before I die. Because our people, the Igbos, are in a heavy spell. There is a heavy curse upon them. And, I'm saying this now. Some of all those pastors who hear it now and begin to try to prophesy the same thing that I'm saying. But they cannot get the thing out because they don't have the understanding to tap into where I'm going. There is power in the prophets. Or in our own time. This is no longer the time that we have to just go to the Bible and read what the prophet said. All those things are rubbish. All those things that they wrote in the Bible. Stories that never taken place. This time, saying something, even saying, maybe he says to somebody, Ago Loogwegi. Maybe may you be swallowed by a lion. Even in our own time, that person is being swallowed. Or say somebody, I've handed you over to Ekwensu. In our own time, that person being handed over to Ekwensu. Or saying somebody will be the most powerful man in the face of the earth. That person are now the most powerful man in the face of the earth. Or saying one day this and this and this and that and this and that shall happen. One day the elite will be stored. One day this thing, saying it and saying it and saying it. And most of the time that I've been saying that, the response of the people are the same even to today. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Don't say anything. Keep quiet. Shut up. That is their response. But I take it with joy because the generation that will come in the future will read all those messages on Facebook, on Twitter, and they will say, when the prophet was speaking, they put spit on his face. Even they cursed the prophet. Even all that the prophet said have taken place in their own town, in their own time, and they cursed the prophet. And the people will say, woe on our ancestors, because they lack judgment, they lack knowledge, they lack understanding. So thank you for coming to the saying of the Master Prophet Biafran spiritual leader, the awakened one of the Biafran people, the prophets and the founder of the new Igbo Biafran indigenous religion, Rufatna. Shalom.
Abum onye nuai, onye kambo nua. Abum onye Master Prophet nechere mechichomai. Abum onye nuai, onye kambo nua. Abum onye amụma Yahuwa nechere mechichomai. Abum onye n'ụwa, onye ka mbụ n'ụwa. Abum onye Master Prophet nechere mechichoma. Abum onye n'ụwa, onye ka mbụ n'ụwa. Abum onye Master Prophet nechere echichoma. Onye n'ụwa, onye ka mbụ n'ụwa. Abum onye Master Prophet nechere echichoma. Abum onye n'ụwa, onye ka mbụ n'ụwa. Abum onye